Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints.
And the Saints kick team owns it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They will start this drive with 4. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Watson now on second down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 10.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Winston.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
11 more on that one and another first down.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, it's Watson. It got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
13 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Moore, the man in motion. Well, fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Throwing. Winston. Touchdown! Jerome Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have moved out in front. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way to the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, Winston. They set up the screen to Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Jameis to throw it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leading his offense out on the field. They'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do in the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete. And that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, here's Shaheed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Winston. Completes it to Perry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Winston. Outright to Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. This is Ford. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Winston. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry now for Miller. To about the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and 6 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Kendra Miller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. To throw is Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. The Browns on third down. A pretty low for 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Maybe a free play for Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football.